Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, whoa! Whoa! Oh boy. Oh, oh. No, 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 no. Ah! Fuck. Oh boy. Oh boy. No! That was the checkpoint. Scary lasers. Oh, these are fast. Oh, these are fast. Oh.
Twitch decided to start the ads real late. I can't even tell you how long it's gonna take. Okay. Can you talk? See, after what happened the other day. Doesn't say. Okay. Not me literally pulling up my own stream to double check. Oh, God. Who's traumatized? May as well just take this time to do this thing. Other way. Usually send those modes. That makes sense. Do. Almost there. Oh, this is a pleasant little song. Okay. All right, cool. Ads are over. Spam has been spammed. We can get started. Hi, hello, welcome, good evening. How's it going? Oh, we're playing SKALD against the Black Priory. Tonight we're starting that up. I have played this before, but it's been a long time. And I didn't actually play through it. I just played enough of it to get Dare Drop rewards. Because this was back when I could actually do Dare Drop. So, yeah. I will have some familiarity with this game, but also my memory is Swiss cheese, so I'm not going to remember that much. I've never heard of this game. Holly and Mesmer, I know, are fans of this game. Love this. There you go. Where's a good place to put my face? I'm not going to continue game because I don't remember anything. I think I like font too. The music hits you hard. I'm happy with all of this. Let's start by picking a difficulty. Normal. I feel like a database of games and what location makes sense for a streamer to put their face would be a valid set. Yeah, it would be. Hold on. For now, I'm gonna put my face down here. No, actually. up here is probably the best for the moment. Okay. Normal. Okay. What class? Just jump in and say hi from bad reception area. Hi, Admiral. How you doing? Battle Magos. I made that joke last time. Instead of saying mage. Magos. The Battle Magos. We can get, if I can get established, games could submit themselves. Getting that initial establishment seems rough. I think I took champion last time, because I like the idea of being able to do a little bit of healies. I still like the idea of it. I have some heals, I can wear any armor, and I can stab or club. That all seems good. Oh no, maybe I did it at the hospitalier. Yeah, I did that one last time. Okay, so they basically just do battle magic stuff. Does anybody have any opinions? I'm happy to take suggestions from the audience here. Because I'm tempted to go with the hospitalier again, because I liked it last time. But if people want to see me do something different. Hierophant is a good word, but that's probably not a good reason to play something. That's basically just the actual cleric. No combat related feats. Maybe that there are a few of these that the companions games do not have. Yes. Yes, I know one person that we got before was officer type. And another one I think was an arms master. I recall, at least at the start of the game, we didn't have a lot of access to healing. I'm just gonna take a hospitalier again. Oh my god, there's so many backgrounds. In connection with the divine. Your time spent kissing noble Irish has made you a master of navigating cutthroat politics. Criminal. Entertainer. You should go to either healer or thief. Mm-hmm. 30 carrying bonus. Crafting and diplomacy. Toughness. Healing and lore. I think I did monastic last time. Hiya, TGC. Just poison resistance. Okay. It's Indulgence Day. Oh, what are you indulging upon? It's the Indulgence Day. You have this game? Yeah. I don't know if it was an Epic freebie. You might have gotten a key off me. I don't know. Oops. Street Rat? It's not like that. Crafting and survival, stealth and survival. Okay. I got 5 points for stats. Got pizza, crazy bread, cookies, gummies, ice cream, and chips. Jesus. Yes, Holly, actually. I will take that information because I don't want overlap because that feels like a waste. Armsmithster, Thief, Guild, Ranger. Oh, I get a hospitaler. Oh. Well then. Abort. Yes. New game. They cover the major archetypes. Okay, so what do we got? We get an Armsmaster. We get a Thief. The Mage. The Ranger. And the Hospitaler. So we don't get... Yeah, basically it's all like the broad spectrum folk, right? So I can just pick what I want. Yeah. You know, I'll take champion. Slight variant. Okay, so agility, hand-eye coordination, nimbleness. This affects stealth, thievery, crit chance, initiative, range to hit, and dodge. Okay. Fortitude. Vitality, wound, survival, and toughness. Okay. Crafting and lore. This is my main attribute, so I should probably put at least something into that. Awareness, diplomacy, healing, and willpower. Okay. And strength. Athletics, melee. Okay, so I'm gonna dump into that. Dump into that. Seems good. Yeah, okay. Skills. You don't actually remember what you chose? That's fine. Hi, Polka Doll. How you doing? Okay. Athletics. Counts and commerce for armor. Okay. Alright, so this is my jumpy, swimmy, climby stuff. I do like awareness and athletics, actually. Diplomacy, healing seems like one I should probably invest in, what with it being my thing. I like lore. Survival. Food foraging, difficult terrain, determines the character's general knowledge of nature. Yeah, sure. Diplomacy. Okay. Beats. This is just telling me about them, right? Like, I don't get to do anything here. This is just, like, letting me know. Oh, no, I do get to distribute. Never mind. I'm blind and dumb. You chose Armsmaster. So, yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah. So, August 27th to 30th is Canada trip. I think we're going to stay in London and then Toronto and likely Kitchener on the way back. And try to do as much as we can in a couple days. Well, Kitchener is near me. Toronto is, I mean, in Canadian terms, near me. London is an armpit. I wouldn't. But you do you. If there's stuff there you want to see, go for it. Mine school. Heroes on Holy Light. I'm gonna invest into that. What is this game? It is a dark fantasy RPG with eldritch stuff involved. To be fair, I haven't actually played that deeply, so I don't know how intensely the eldritch dust horror. Okay, I'm gonna take that. Got shield training, blade accuracy, heavy weapon accuracy. I'm gonna take some blade training there. Air strength, cure moderate poison, lay on hands. Oh, I should invest in that one. Okay, continue. Appearance. Okay. I think that's who I chose last time. Can't even fucking see him. Oh, okay. We just don't get to be me. All right, sure. What's your palest human? Oh, it's just the two, huh? Okay. There we go. I look fabulous. Really staying a night in London? Not planning on doing anything there? Ah. Need to go back to Kitchener one of these days? For what reason? I'm actually curious, Pokédoll, what you want to do in Kitchener. Redheads didn't exist back then? What are your opinions on things most worth seeing or doing in Toronto? God, it really depends on what you want to do. Like, what are your kind of overarching interests, right? Because depending on the day you go, maybe there's a baseball game that you could go to if that's the thing you wanted to do. There's obviously like the aquarium. There's a number of museums you could attend. You could. One of your best friends of 20 years lives in Kitchener. Ah, well, okay, that's a pretty good reason. What else do you do in Toronto? I mean, Kensington Park, if you just want to experience that. There's loads of good food. I'm not a person to recommend where or what food necessarily. Do your research. If there's a type of food you like, there is going to be some good little mom and pop shop somewhere that you can go to. What's Kitchener? It's a place. It's stapled onto the side of Waterloo. That's absolutely right. When you went to New York, yeah, I spent a lot of time on Church Street. Yeah, the church. Yeah, go to. Yeah, what's the old saying? There's Queens on Church Street and churches on Queen Street. Yeah. So like, the Pride Village is great if you want to experience that life. Have a kiddo, so everything you do will definitely be a little more tiny human geared. You also make reservations to go to Stormcrow Manor. Oh yeah. There's a Spadina House, like the castle. It's a restaurant bar that's entirely themed around D&D. Ooh, that sounds great. There's a number of escape rooms. If that's kind of your vibe, like there are some really good ones. Hell, quite frankly, I don't know if they're still running them. I think. Hold on, now I gotta look. What the fuck is your name? Casaloma. So Casaloma usually has a bunch of experiences, like escape rooms and shit like that. So like, I could probably get you some better suggestions, but you would need to kind of give me broad spectrum stuff you would like to do, and then I could probably give you some like names of things. They have a menu for a dice burger where you roll for the toppings. I went before America went insane. I went to like an on-site for my work, and I went out with a coworker because he wanted to like poke around LA, and we ended up in a Star Wars / Star Trek themed bar. and they had like a roll for drink thing there. Okay. Type a name. Oh, we need a name. Best name wins. Holly, did you just smash on your keyboard? No? Okay. All right. So, hold on. Is it Spirmf or Spearmf? He literally typed it out. Toronto has a science museum? Not anymore. No, Doug Ford decided to close that so that, because it was, quote, unsafe, end quote, but actually what they did is they wanted to basically tear the building down so they could turn it into a private spa that they sold to the wrong fucking people because they thought it was a different spa company. So, yeah, the Ontario Science Center isn't there anymore, and it's a fucking shame. Yeah, the Premier of Ontario is a massively corrupt douche nozzle. And truly, I hope he falls off the deck in one of his many cottages. Friend his wedding photos at Casaloma. Did not tell his wife. Oh, Xavier School. Oh, yeah, that is Xavier School. I forgot about that. Okay. I've had one name suggestion, and it's been Spjarmf. The Cambridge Butterfly Conservatory. That's actually very close to my house. If you like butterflies and sweating, it's not that hot. It's not sweat hot, but it is a warm room. Casaloma. Yes, Casaloma is the front of Xavier School. That is where that was shot. Casaloma's been in a number of movies, actually. Indeed, if you actually go into Casaloma, they have posters of all of the movies that it has been featured in. Okay, making sure I get the spelling correct here. Spy-armf. Okay. You went to Casaloma for an escape room? I've been there for a couple of escape rooms. Okay. It's Spjarmf. Spjarmf. It was one Mr. Rossman's bachelor party that we went. Ah. Which one was it, out of curiosity? I did a World War II themed one there. And what the fuck was the other one? I think the other one was kind of a horror one. Oh, you did the magic one. Yeah. Spjarmf. On the wide, dark, raging seas of the outer isles, a lone caravel struggles against the winds and waves towards the accursed island of Idris Elba. The moan of the creaking timbers, the tang of preserved fish, not the word I would use. You hold your eyes slowly to adjust to the darkness of the ship's dimly lit hold. Suddenly, something strikes the hull and the ship rocks violently. Your heart begins to pound and a feeling of unease grows in your stomach. Rise well rested and ready to go. Spjarmf always gets his 8 hours. One Mr. Rossman bachelor party. Which one was it? Oh yeah, fair enough. You get to your feet and become aware of the agitated voices shouting up on deck. Something is not right. You should make your way up top and get a bearing of the situation. Okay. Just with the maritime navigation map. The map is labeled the Outer Isles. Okay. Interactables. Moving the cursor over an interactable object will make a yellow outline appear. Use the right trigger to interact with the object and press left trigger to examine it. Okay. Holding down left trigger will highlight all interactables in view. Ooh. Wait, left trigger? Some objects are hidden won't be highlighted. Right. Okay, so shift. Inventory. So I can use club and I can use stab, right? I'm gonna use club. Okay. Speararmf is now armed. Locked. To your surprise, you realize the door has been locked from the outside. It doesn't budge. Perhaps you could slip the lock with a thin blade or something else to smash it. Smash. Using the club, you smash the lock in a fell swoop. The door begins to creak open. I think you selected to show controller things. Did I? Oh. Oh. Okay. As the door swings open, you can now clearly make out the cries from the deck above. You should make haste. Okay. I make haste. Okay. Holy shit. Look at all this stuff. It's all my stuff now. Okay, let's put on some shit. I'm not good at bow. I don't think I can... Yeah, I can't even use bow. I'll never touch a bow. May as well. Actually, no, why would I? Okay. Ooh, hold on. Oh, oh right. I love how it's a Commodore 64 menu. Okay, club does 1 to 3. Sword does 1 to 6. Yeah, okay. Alright, friendship ended. You have control options everywhere. I have no idea how I did that. I don't know. Maybe it's just detecting that I have a controller plugged in. You stop dead as you narrowly avoid stepping in a rust-red puddle. The stench of blood fills your nostrils, and as you look around in the dim light of the hold, you realize someone, or something, fought for their life here. The same moment that the thought hits you, I can't words tonight. I'm so tired. Oh my god. A hiss sounds from the shadows. You squint towards the shadows as a hunched, feral-looking form slowly slinks forward. Tiny, disgustingly human-like hands, yellow fangs, and a grotesquely dexterous pink tail, woo-woo, leave no doubt of the creature rodent's nature. Though as it emerges from the shadows, it becomes abundantly clear, though what may have started life as a common shiprat has now grown into something that has no right to exist. A second hiss from behind you, and the abominations lunge at you. In combat, characters act in order of initiative. Boop-a-doo-boop-a-doo-boo. Okay. Move the cursor. Okay. This feels new. With moving cursor. Okay. Which on the lower right represents the character actions points. Little pips represent movement. Okay. Spending attacks to move. Oh, okay. So you can overreach by. Okay. Performing an attack will clear out all. Oh, attacking will end the character's turn. Okay. Draw steel. Surprise! It's a rat. Yeah. My mobility is just the fucking worst, huh? Deploy. Oh no, this is deployment. Gotcha. I'll start there. Oh Jesus, this is going poorly. Never mind. I'm great. What is it? Is that socks? What did you just give me? Oh, rat tail. That makes more sense. Is that potatoes? You have contracted disease. You see what condition affecting. Okay. Pick up and quick and search the area. Okay. Okay. A lantern. I keep hitting tab to go into my inventory. That's why you see me doing that. You consume. All right, I am no longer diseased. Heals 10 to 25. I don't need that yet. Shit, he spotted something too late. Okay. You emerge onto the ship's lower deck. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you become aware of a hulking figure standing in the shadows. Who's there? Show thyself! It's Roland. Where the tides have you been? Where are you skulking around? The bird chuckles. Shadows suit a face like this just fine. No matter. There's trouble and you're needed on deck now. What for? What's all that noise? The island is in sight. The damn guilders refuse to land. They want to turn back. Did they say why? Only superstitious bilge. They claim that they saw something in the water. Either way, our boys are about to show them some very real steel. Okay. Can't land. We'll lose our shot at the girl. Whomsoever that is. Rodent. Yeah. Surprise, it's birds. Rodents of unusual size? I don't think they exist. Yeah. And no one gets paid. Listen here. I know our boys better than most. We've hired them to go to Idris Elba and kill. If we don't pay them, things will go bad quickly. The sailors are bloody terrified. They claim something is hunting us. Alright. Wait. There's a few sailors up ahead. Rattles a pair of rabbits. Is there a way past them? There's 2 doors ahead. Take the left and we should be able to sneak past them without any trouble. Anything else I should know? Okay. Motioning for you to take the lead. Roland falls in behind you. Okay. Now we have friend. Okay. Familiar. Okay. They level up to your current level. That's nice. Okay. Okay, so double click you. How do I... So wait, what's the plus mean? Oh, you can have bow. Here you go. That seems useful. Oh, this is what it is. I can do this. Melee accuracy, ranged accuracy. That seems good. Give you some athletics. Not today. The first time you take wound, hit point damage each combat, you automatically regain it. Oh, wow. Okay. What's the note? A note! Scrawled in some crude letters. Hook, I can't stand another meal with salted fish. There's a limit to how long a man can live on salt potatoes and perkling. Take it or get a dagger in the eye, you cheap bastard. Oh, you cheap bastard. So if I take the left, I don't do murder. If I take the right, I do murder. I don't know if I want to murder yet. Press the hide button to go into stealth mode. Okay. Okay. Where your indicator is yellow. Countdown to 0. Okay. Moving in late areas and being close to other characters will make. Okay. Okay. Stealth. Woo! Oh, never mind. Diplomacy. Wait, I'm good at diplomacy. I can diplome. Spjarf must roll a 6. Woo! Crushed it. The men stopped dead in their tracks, seemingly shocked back from their momentary lapse of sanity by your words. The pair blinks towards you in a moment of indecision, then stumbles off to the main deck and the tumult that seems to be taking place up there. Hooray! Look at that, I did it. Nobody had to die. Cannot rest anywhere. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, there we go. Shoddy wooden chest. But it's 3 versus difficulty 10. Thievery 2 versus difficulty 10. Okay, so we're both bad at thievery. So let's try and force it. Yeah. Oh my god, stop it. What do we got? Ooh, a shield and a sword. Okay, alright. What's his whole deal? 1 to 12, okay. 2 to 7. I think this is better than current though, right? Yeah, okay, we'll put that on there. Give you the shield. Is there a sort action? I mean, there's a filter, I guess, but... okay. Fuck that door up. Surgeon's journal, okay. And brandy. Ooh. Look at all these potions. No one. Oh wow, this takes me back to the old DOS games. That is what it is styled after. But this game came out in 2024. So it's like one of those, except it has a bunch of quality of life stuff to make it not fucking like nail pulling. You recognize the corpse of one of the crewmates, a young man of barely 16 years called Sullum. The youth has been mauled to death by what you assume are the grotesquely altered rats you encountered just minutes ago. The corpse is still warm. Oh, I can't loot the corpse? All right. Read it. On the day of departure, left Adler's helm today with a full complement of passengers. Mercenaries by the looks of it. Paid well. She was dispatched by the guild before we could fully restock the medical supplies. Hopefully we won't need them. Well, now you have none of them. Bromas had okay. Egan came to me today with a bite wound that he sustained whilst working on the hull. Didn't see the creature, and I would say it was a rat's bite if it weren't for the size and some aspect of the dentation. Was designated by the navigator Aslam. He asked for white fern, a sedative. claimed he had trouble sleeping. Suspected he was not fully forthcoming, and when pushed, he mumbled something about the stars being odd. Okay. Men are about to break. We cannot maintain our course for IDRA. Captain advised me today to make ready the surgery and expect casualties. Okay, what do we got? Potion of strength, potion of fire immunity, electric resistance, vitality, brandy. You fortified will and intoxicated. Removes fear. That's fun. This is the terminal. You emerge onto the deck and see two groups of men facing each other with weapons drawn. The ship shakes violently in the grip of the storm as the lightning tears across the sky. Amidst the din of the storm and their frantic arguments, you bellow for the attention of the assembled crewmen and mercenaries. Both the ship's captain and the leader of the mercenaries you hired, a coarse thug of a man named Estavo, turn their attention to you. They look ready to use their unsheathed weapons in their hands at the slightest provocation. Let's go with the mercs first. The mercenary leader Estavo flicks his dark eyes to you, but keeps his blade fixed on the desperate captain. There's a reason he's known as Fireblood to his men. Estavo, you'll get your money, but let me handle this. Cruel smile twitches into life on Estavo's wind-weathered face. There's only one rich noble girl. We can always find more sailors. Captain bristles at these words. Captain, why have we not dropped anchor? Something dire stalks these shores. We cannot approach without risking the ire of that horror. A jittery mutter of agreement rises from the sailors, causing Estavo's eyes to darken even further. What horror? What have you seen? Naught but glimpses. My men have seen the shadow of something deep in the water, stalking us. Nothing natural moves like that. Estavo glares murderously at the captain. You renege on our deal based on a glimpse? There's desperation in the captain's voice. We are seasoned sailors. We do not balk at shadows. You need to be alive to rescue this girl you speak of. We're out of time. Sail us in. Savo turns a steely gaze from you to the captain. Let me spell this out for you, sea dog. We contracted to rescue the girl. But if you don't get us to the shore, we'll gut you for free. The mercenaries you hired, I'll shift their weight in anticipation of making good on that promise. Captain, he's right. Do what you were hired to do. Something changed in the captain's expression. He stands tall. I will not order my ship and my men to certain doom. We shall not get any closer to that coast while I have command. Diplomacy! Let's diplomize. Woo! I diplomized good. You bring glory upon thine ancestors. We feel the ship's crew lower their weapons. The captain's eyes flip between you and Estavo's murderous grin. He sheathes his blade and speaks softly, his voice barely audible over the snapping sails. So be it. May the deep have mercy. I gain experience. And then everything goes to hell. Oh no, they were completely right the whole time. Suddenly, huge monstrous tentacles burst from the water around the ship. For a split second before the terror sets in, you wonder what Estavo must be thinking as the monstrosities loom over him. Is this just the case of the Obra Dinn? After reaching their full height, the tentacles curve inwards and smash into the ship. Some pierce straight through the deck, others snap the mast like they were matchsticks. You stand frozen in place. Through a haze of splintered wood and panic screams, you notice Roland. He throws himself out of the way of a tentacle, begins to fall overboard as the ship lurches once more. Go for his aid! You dash towards the ship's fractured rail, dodging holes in the deck and wounded men, beseeching you for help. Roland hangs on by one arm from the side of the ship. Grab him! You lunge for Roland's arm, but he loses his grip. Your fingers close only around thin air. You missed him by an inch. He falls wordlessly downwards. You watch as he is swallowed by the raging sea. The ship is listing fatally, and you see the great tentacles high above you, poised for the coup de grace. Abandoned ship. As you jump, you hear the terrible rending of wood giving into flesh. The impact of the water winds you, and the waves pummel you down. The currents beseech you to go deeper, ever deeper. Sink. Well, rip us. If this was a choose your own adventure novel, we'd be game overed 2 weeks earlier. Oh, yes. The guard was dressed in the livery of a noble house, Baron. Bearn. The guard scowls somewhat at you. Arms Master Lyra waits you at the main entrance. You best talk to her if you're not already done so. Okay. As I recall, I don't want to do that. There was other stuff to do. Okay, so I can't go past you yet. Okay. I don't actually want to talk to him yet. Dorg! Oh, maybe I do have to talk to him now. Dog. You pet the dog. Yes. Oh, spinning the wheels. All right, didn't see that. Oh, fuck. No, I did exercise today. All right, hold on. Go back here for a second. Oh, for fuck, really? God fucking damn it. There we go. Oh, God. I've done so many squats today already. Oh, my God. Okay, back to it. Where's I put myself? Down here for now?
I have no bit, and you must be.
I feel like you're abusing the system. Liver and onions. Happy Friday? No. I had a very long Friday. This bean tastes like fucking leather. Leather, I tell you. Ugh. It's weird they keep letting you touch computers, Teether. An aging armored man and the... Okay, is it livery or livery? A thousand baron stands and scowls at you, eyes like coal. Return the stare. The older man crosses his massive arms, steps forward and leans towards you. So, young sellsword, come looking for a scrap, have you? His voice is full of gravel. There's no glint in his eyes, as though those old coals have begun to warm up. This new game that came out called Schrodinger's Cat Burglar. Yes, I saw somebody playing that the other day, actually. Who did I see playing that? Toto Kitty. Yeah, Toto Kitty was playing it. Look neat. A single bark of laughter emanates from the dense beard as he embraces you in a crushing bear hug. Kidian? Maybe older and grayer, but from the force of his hug, you don't reckon you'd have any more chance of beating him now than you did when you were 12. It's good to see some things haven't changed. Gideon steps back and allows you to breathe again, before grabbing you by the shoulders. I heard of your father's passing. Truly, he sits in the golden dead now. Tell me, how did he die? I've done drunken reeking of his own piss before. I'm just gonna go with let's not dwell on old wounds this time. Master Kato will chew your ear plenty when you see him. Spirmf. Lyra, the new master at arms, awaits you by the main entrance. She'll escort you, and don't ask her not to. I think I had a temper. Joke fails to hide the note of anxiety in the grizzled house guard's voice. Diplomacy. Dang. To be fair, I would have had to roll real good. And I got close. I got 14. I won't betray my master's confidence by saying more. Best you see him yourself. The man offers a smile, but it fails to iron out the concerned creases around his eyes. Okay. If you want to explore, for old time's sake, take this lantern. Lord Baron will wait. I don't want you getting lost. Okay. Whatever may come to pass, into this old warrior, barrel of good to see you again. The old man slaps you on the shoulder in parting, almost knocking you off balance. He then seems to remember something as he leans in conspiratorially. My damn knees are acting up again. Can't hardly sleep on account of the aches, let me tell you. It'd take an arrow in the leg. Okay, I'd take an arrow in the leg any day. We're going over to the kitchen later for a bit of grub. A bottle of brandy from the wine cellar would make me a happy man. Okay. First, don't keep Lyra waiting any longer. Okay. Oh, so I have to do that then. Okay, so no, I have to do that. Alright, fine. Looks cute? Yeah, it does. Hello. A woman stands before the main entrance of the villa. Her posture speaks of graceful, coiled power, that of a dueling ace. No doubt she's one of the new master-at-arms for House Baron. As you approach, she offers a quick, neat bow, just enough to be respectful. Greetings, Spirmf. Master Kato welcomes you back to the House Baron. Master's eager to meet with you and is ready at your leisure. However, if you wish to refresh yourself first, he suggests you visit the kitchen for some food and then perhaps walk the grounds and gardens. Okay. Excellent. Though I'm sure you still know your way around the grounds. The kitchen is the building to the east, the garden and the hedge maze to the west. Come back and check on me once you've stretched thine legs. Okay. You enter the kitchen. A pair of scullions offer a hurried bow. It's all so much quieter, emptier, and gloomier than you remember. Of course, old Magda is no longer where she used to be, sitting by the oven, kind, red-faced, and tending a shank of lamb. You remember the matronly woman as she sat, humming to herself, pouring fat over the roasting meat. Child, come here, will you? Magda was always a beacon of kindness in childhood, where such qualities were few and far between. Magda clasps you gently with her tubby hand. All right. Have you eaten yet? Before you can answer, she produces a small bundle of treats from her apron and hands it to you. As son to the master-at-arms for the great House Baron, you did not go wanting, materially, at least. Magda looks at you with kind eyes as you peck at the bundle. He's here again, down in the cellar. He's not so good, my child. Sleeping now, but it would be best if you got him to bed before his men see him like this again. The knot in your stomach is as real now as it was when you were 12. Okay. Don't worry, he won't make a fuss. He just needs time. You know, spirmf. Deep wounds take a long time while to heal. The old woman turns back to her meat and resumes her meandering humming. The sound of a man clearing his throat snaps you back out of your reminiscing. May I help you, my lord? The man in a chef's outfit offers a hoarse voice. The chef offers a short bow and a tired but sincere smile. I'm Chef Darmond, and my humble kitchen is at your disposal, my lord. Sadly, I was told of your arrival only minutes ago, and my oven must be fired up again. You must be famished. Yup. My suggestion is thusly. Whilst I stoke the fire, you run down to the pantry and fetch some cured ham and cheddar cheese. I will then teach you how to cook my renowned melted cheese sandwich. You shall never want for an evening meal as long as I... That's just a fucking cheese melt, dude. Splendid. And the fact that I, a grown man, don't know how to do that is terrifying. Splendid. The pantry is west of the wine cellar, and the cheese is kept in the northmost room. Return when you've cured ham and cheddar, I shall provide bread and instructions. Okay. I wouldn't want a cheese melt. I actually am not a big fan of cheese melts. I like grilled cheese. I like sandwiches. I don't like them together. I don't know what it is. I would rather have the meat on the side than have it jammed in with the cheese. Oh, this is how I can craft. Neat. What are you doing wandering down there? Second lantern. Empty bottles litter the floor of this room. You chuckle to yourself as you imagine the kitchen staff in their wine tasting sessions. No doubt much revelry has taken place here. Then a cool gust of air from the passage to the north. The wine cellar lies that way. You can almost hear faint sobbing. Ghosts, no doubt. Oops, I keep going into that menu. There's your cured ham. Give me all the ham. Ooh, there's all your cheese. Give me all that cheese. My cheese now. Gripped by a long hidden memory upon entering this part of the cellar, you sealed it away, but in so doing, preserved its strength, and now it demands freedom. And we'll do that right after the ads, because ads are coming in. So get yourself a drink, a snack, go to the washroom, scream to the bill, stare into the middle distance, contemplate the nature of tortured past brought about by alcoholic fathers, I guess. And we'll be back in like 3 minutes. Hold on. Okay, in reverse order. D3, the WTF is because we are literally about to go into this guy, our character's past, where we see our drunk dad being drunk, and also our father. What is a cheese melt? So, Max, the difference between a grilled cheese sandwich and a cheese melt is a cheese melt has additional stuff in the sandwich along with the cheese. So, if you put like tomatoes in there, or ham, or shot, just the one shot, you're tooled for this. Yeah, okay. Or anything like that, then it becomes a cheese melt. You love cheese? I also love cheese. It's not that great for you? Shut up. I'm not having cheese slander in my house. It's the only way you get your calcium. There are other ways that aren't milk, you know that, right? Oh. You don't know them? You could research it. There are plenty of other options. Grilled cheese with other things. Yes, well, you know, that is the name for those. A cheese melt. Cheese melt is great. I mean, sure. I know a lot of people love it. People, when I lived in England, cheese melts are super common. And people were always weirded out by me to the fact that I'm like, no, I don't want a cheese melt. I want a grilled cheese and food like beside it. Anyways, let's dive into this guy's dinner. What the fuck? Oh, hi. Sorry. What the fuck was that? My lungs just turned to dust. Lived in England? You've never heard that part of the Distant Lore? Oh yeah, I lived in England for like nearly 5 years. Back when I was 23 or 24 until late 20s. A young Dutson. Yes, I had no children. I ran 10K runs for fun on the weekend and climbed 3 times a week. Got paid way over the average for my job. And had very little responsibility. It was a good time. You can still recall smelling him before you could make out his writhing shape in the dim of the cellar. Mistress Videra, open the door. Your father doesn't even notice you in the throes of his intoxicated ramblings. How could they take her? Her chambers were locked from the inside. Where is she? Why move? Teether. Why move? 1, London is very busy. Like, it is hard to describe how busy London is to people, because I've been in other major cities and they never felt as busy as London did. No, T3, not just like any city. No, because I lived in Toronto for years. I've visited Tokyo. I have been to LA. No, it is not. Think of having, well, the Greater London area has something like 10 million people. The Greater London area is smaller than the GTA. And it's older, which means all the sidewalks are like half the fucking size. And the buildings are closer together. It has a lot of people. So that did wear on me. The other part was, Tristan, my wife and I, were talking about it's more claustrophobic. Yes. I mean, it's just full of people. My wife and I were talking about starting a family, and we're like, well, maybe we should go back to like Canada so we can be near our family so we can get like that kind of support. How stupid we were. But that was one of the deciding factors, was the thought. Back to Canada? Yeah. Sorry, when I say London, I mean England. I lived in London, England. Anyways, try to shake some sense into him. Your father jolts upright, the bloodshot whites of his eyes and glaring into the darkness. You found her wandering the forest outside the estate, Mistress Valeria. Help him stand. Things were wrong? Yeah, neither of our families were as supportive as we had expected them to be. In regards to like assisting us as new parents. For reasons that I don't want to bother getting into. Yeah. It was fun having to lower my standards of my expectations. Anyways, haltingly and leaning heavily on you, your father manages to stand. She was never the same. What happened broke her. It was the girl, you know. The seed was planted in Valeria that night. How could you know? You were just but a babe yourself. You helped lead the now sobbing man out of the cellar. Stop it, father. Lord Cato trusted me and I failed him. But Valeria was the one to pay the price. Mind broken, and that spawn of a child. Your father's voice seethed with fury. Enough. Don't talk back to me, you little bastard. What do you know about honor as much as your harlot mother? Your father steps away from you unsteadily, tears streaming down his contorted face. Strike the man! You draw a ragged breath and snap out of the memory, your knuckles white. You're alone in the damp cellar and don't particularly feel like dwelling here. There's your brandy, my man. Alright. Chef Armand wanders back and forth, tending to the fire and keeping his kitchen tidy. I have the ham and the cheese. Perfect. First of all, here's some bread. Now, the cauldron's quite empty and just warm enough for you to use. Remember, you need both the bread, the ham, and cheese to make the perfect sandwich. Okay. Boop. Behold, I made a sandwich. Present the sandwich for inspection. Armin wafts the scent of the grilled sandwich towards his nose. Ah, the crust of the bread, the softness of the cheese, the savoriness of the ham. Perfection. You shall indeed never go hungry in the night. Anyways, it's not really a big deal, T3. It was just one of those things where what I thought did not match the reality of the situation. Here's your medicine. Some fine foraging, young whelp. Before you can get a word in, Gideon snatches the bottle, uncorks it, and drinks deeply. The old man, eyes closed in relief, lets out a deep sigh. May your sleep be dreamless, he speaks as if to himself. Eee. Rayleigh checks her rude by design. Yeah. Gideon smiles sadly. An old soldier's greeting. Something one mercenary would say to another as a prayer to not dwell on painful memories. The kind that comes with the cork. Your father and I... Gideon halts momentarily and looks at you. Your father and I would always part with those words. Now I've held you long enough. Be on your way. Okay. Let's go explore the maze. You stand before the gate of the hedge maze. It stirs old feelings of both dread and elation. Sounds and smells of the estate grounds, as they were long ago, call to you from a distant memory. You feel you could easily plunge into their depths. Okay, which daydream is it this time? Are you valiantly defending me from rebels again? Embla throws a pine cone at you, snapping you from your reverie. She's 10 years old, and you're a year her senior. Let's play hide and seek and go in the maze. I'll hide. You faintly hear someone yell her name from the distance. You'd better run, Star Child. Only my mother ever calls me that, Embla says, frowning. Where'd you hear it from? Before you can reply, she flings another pine cone at you and darts off into the maze. You hear a man's voice yell Embla's name again. Much closer now. Either way, she's lost to you in the winding passages of the hedge maze. Your memory tugs at you, urging you on to the center of the maze. Okay. Me. Nope. Nope. Woo! I did it! You stand at the center of the maze. It feels much less impressive than you remember. The ornamental pond was once an ocean, the rock at its heart a wind-swept island. You found me, Daydreamer. You remember the tone of her voice and can almost see the impish 10-year-old girl wading through the pond. Why do you always come here? I like the water. It's so calm. Embla shoots you a mischievous look. You notice the faintest tang of ozone. She makes a slow-motion hop through the water, her fingers trailing the pond's surface. Where water and skin meet, strange colors bleed and spread across the surface. Embla, you'll get in trouble. Stop. Embla moves her fingers across the water surface like a painter's brush. Colors spill across the pond. For a sleeping moment, you fancy that you could see cloud-topped mountains. Or was it the ramparts of an impossibly large city, reaching towards the heavens? The silence is shattered by a shout, along with the beguiling images. Mr. Embla, the master requests you at this house immediately. Okay. It's Mother. She's ill again. I think I cause it. With what I can do. It poisons her mind. How long until Mother isn't Mother? Or until Father isn't Lord, or your father isn't Master at Arms? How long will any of it last? I don't know. Do you ever feel like everything's a lie? Like there's a veil that covers everything, but in some parts it's thin enough to see through? Embla starts as your father steps breathily into the enclosed garden. He has red face from exertion and anger. Young lady, you can't run off like this. The whole estate's looking for you. Your mother is ill and needs you now. Okay. Your father shoots you a stern glance. I'll deal with you later. You need a CD story time in my life? I don't know what story you want from me, T3. Like... I have plenty of stories. Emma says nothing as your father grabs her by the arm and hauls her past you, back to the house. You just meet your eyes as you pass. Finding yourself back in the present, a chill has crept into the bones. You'd best move on. Wait, oh, I'm sorry, you mean you want me to just read something? Like, read book? Or whatever? Is that what you're asking for? I see. I'm quite lost. Alright. There, we did the side stuff. Let's go do the main thing. Alright, let's go. Well, if it pleases you, the master is in his office just ahead. And no, once you meet with the master, things move quickly. You may not have another chance to walk the grounds. Yeah, I got it. I suppose you do, but I'll escort you nonetheless. A flicker of a smile plays across her face, and she beckons for you to lead the way. Okay. My mother used to read to you some hard to understand books. Wrinkle in Time was one of them. I don't know if I ever read that. I have done story time in the past. I read a bunch of sci-fi books or novellas before from projections. I do actually have a 4th ghost box of horror shorts to read. I haven't read any of these yet. Yeah, I haven't read. I've read through the other 3 ghost boxes, but I haven't read through this one. And just as a fun, not quite a brag, so this is a company called Higgs and Olsen Publishing. They are out of, I want to see BC somewhere. And they do like short run prints of stuff. So they have like short story collections and some other stuff. I buy a lot of their stuff. I really like it. But the ghost boxes are all curated by Patton Oswalt. And fun fact, this box is one of a limited edition of signed Patton boxes. These may be bigger. You want to see Patton Oswalt's signature better? Okay, hold on. So, first, here's the ghost box. This is box 4. And then, there you go. A 9 out of 100. Yeah, there's 100 signed boxes. The opulence has faded, the shadows longer. Clearly, much has changed since the last time you were here. I didn't come here to reminisce. Flanking the doorway are 2 marble statues. The craftsmanship is stunning, but the sight of the 2 women depicted fills you with sadness. Examine them. One you recognize immediately, Valeria Barron, the mistress of the house. You remember her as a gray ghost, absent and unwell. The other statue depicts the girl you once knew as well, Embla Barron, daughter of the house, and now a woman grown strong and clear-eyed. Her likeness has none of her mother's cowed timidness. Jesus Christ. How is the mistress these days? The mistress is vacationing in the countryside, Lyra answers curtly. You joined the Imagination Library for Kiddo? That's the Dolly Parton one? We did that too, actually. We did that with our first kid, I think. And one of Embla. Your eyes flicker ever so slightly. We should hasten to Master Baron. He is long impatient to see you. Okay, fine. Whoa, what the fuck? Hold on. What's all this? What's all this stuff? Ooh. Ooh, sneaky. Books. Look at all the lore. I take all your books. But the door was in shadow. 2, 3. Like, look at all these books. Oh, these are all spells I can learn? Hold on, can I actually learn these? I might be able to learn one of these. I should probably put these back. Because I'm not going to have these in my inventory when I come out of this. Who knows? Maybe I come back here one day. Okay, everyone remember where we put all the books. If I like Patton, you should check out the comic line he did called Minor Threat. Spin-off Barfly. Oh. I did not know about those. Second door. Do you mind if I look around a little bit? I'll be silent. There it goes, still for a fraction of a second. A sentence and beyond, just beyond your perception. Then her eyes narrow, and a mischievous smile plays across her features. Through the dining hall lies our hearth. A beast lurks there. I wager you cannot make your way past the servants in the dining hall. What shall we wager? Decide that once we see if we can be quiet. Okay. Sneak. Sneak, sneak, 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 sneak. Aha! The room around you lies silent and seemingly empty, save for the crackling and burning logs. The fire casts a dim light and dancing shadows. A single goblet stands half empty, oh, pessimist, on a small table. Mira's warm breath on your ear startles you as she whispers near imperceptibly. We've walked into a trap. The beast has laid an ambush for us. Can you sense him preparing to strike? Hairs stand up on your neck. If it is from latent danger or something else, you cannot tell. No, don't look, she whispers, louder now. Close your eyes. Let your sensing be the absence of action. Come empty for the ambience to flow into you. Now, is he on our right or left side? Awareness! It's like Patton's room parody. I did watch that. You need a movie to put your money? I can do it. Difficulty 10. Spear must roll a 6. Come on, we can do it. Yeah. You whirl around to the right, grasping instinctively at the weapon that isn't hanging by your side. Blood rushes to your head and your mouth goes dry. The figure standing in the shadows behind you is laden with the promise of violence. In the corner of your eye, you register Lyra biting her lip in gleeful anticipation. The figure's slow laugh has the texture of an avalanche as he slowly emerges from the shadows. You'll be dead either way, but at least you get a chance to see the blade. Oh, Roland! Lyra laughs and pats Roland on the shoulder. Spearmph, I present Roland Greyeye, a man you should pray to always fight alongside and never against. Roland offers up a large, battle-worn hand, and his grasp is surprisingly soft as you clasp it. You realize he's making an effort not to harm you with the gesture. Good to see I'm not alone waiting on this rich noble. His mouth contorts into something resembling a smile. Have you been summoned as well? Roland's good eye shifts momentarily to Lyra, who interjects. One of my master's foremost skills is the ability to recognize and attract useful or resourceful individuals. Roland is one such individual, as are you, it seems. Now my master has waited long enough, and you two will have enough time to get to know one another later. Lyra offers a short bow to Roland, who returns in a surprisingly respectful manner. We must go. Okay. And Lyra leads you back through the dining hall. A slight sense of urgency has crept into her step. Oi, what about the wager? The wager, very well. What is a fitting prize for such a feat? What's my what my stats at? Teach me something. I'm not gonna do smooches. That's weird. Yeah. Listen, I'm allowed to think about it. Okay? I'm not acting on it. I just pondered it. There we go. If they're in red, you can't. Oh. I caught that message a little late, Holly, but thank you. Well, if you ever come back here, all those books might be waiting for us. Okay, very well. Lyra places a coin in her open palm. Attempt to grab it. Despite several attempts, you fail to snatch the coin from her. You fail because you're waiting for the right moment to strike. Instead, you must strike in the void between moments. Ponder this. Now, let's go. You're close to the doors of the dining hall. Let's not keep Master Kato waiting. Okay. So, what did I get from that? Did I learned something, huh? Spear reaches level 2. For the first time in your life, you are overcome with a sense of purpose. Okay. So I get 3 points here, eh? Real litany. I'm gonna do some increased healing. Yeah. We're just gonna be a little bit of a generalist for the time being. Ooh, shield training seems good. Save and exit. So now I can use the shield. Or I can use the shield more effectively? I don't know. I didn't do that last time I played this. I don't even know if that was available. Oh, look at Shakespeare. Cannon Baron sits tall in a tasteful but modest reception room. He looks less imposing than you remember, with a few more crow's feet. Nonetheless, he's lost none of his composure or air of casual authority. You take a seat across a formidable desk from him. This study, like the rest of the villa, is half lit, giving a morose cast to its opulence. The older man's face creases into a tired but genuine smile, which momentarily lifts some of the room's oppressive mood. It's a mercy to see you again. It's a mercy to see you again. Your own man and in your prime. That's a weird way of saying what you just said, sir, Kato says before a frown consumes his smile. It's just a shame our reunion is overshadowed by the fates of those we love. But perhaps together we can yet improve our collective circumstances. So, you know my dad's dead, huh? Kato leans forward, hands clasped beneath his chin. I shan't deny it. I was saddened to hear of his passing. Despite everything, I remember him fondly. I'm not gonna spit in this man's face, that's fine. My dad was a drunkard. Kato was caught off guard for a moment before letting out a deep breath. And the years have bestowed you with wisdom. I'm glad for just forsaking the House of Baron. Okay, what's going on? Embla is missing. Kato's voice quivers momentarily, betraying his stoic features. Now I beg you, Spearmf, help me find my daughter. Help her return home, where she belongs. Okay, what happened to her? She left without notice a week ago. From the scant clues we had, we believe she boarded a ship bound for one of the Outer Isles, IDRA. She went of her own free will. At the time, I thought little of it. Kato begins to glower. Since then, however, there have been reports. Grave ones. Reports? No one and no word has left IDRA in days. Rumor has it even the Imperial Augurs are in the dark. I know not how this touches the fate of my daughter, but she must be returned to me one way or another. Any idea why she left? Something has been building in her for years, an aptitude of sorts. I suspect you already knew. In any case, it's grown much stronger lately and drives her in ways I cannot understand. I suspect she is looking for answers. Why IDRA? Why, indeed. There's little on the island save the port of Horan. If IDRA was her destination, she must have landed there. Horan? Yes, an old imperial port and home to a few hundred whalers, traders, and the occasional smuggler. We can only speculate as to what drew her there, but it's our only lead. Okay. How can I help her? Hire Mercs, travel to IDRA and begin your search in the port of Horn. From there, I trust you to do what needs to be done. Spare no cost. Just bring back my daughter. Mercs? Yes, if nothing else, the port will be dangerous enough. That's why I've summoned Roland Greyeye to me, a crude but effective sellsword that I have made good use of before. He shall accompany you on this task. I just met him. The man is a grizzled veteran. He may have slowed with age, but his experience and reliability more than make up for it. He's also much respected by similar men, and so will be instrumental in hiring a reliable crew. Okay. Alex! Hey, buddy. Scroll. Oh, you're just saying hi. Hi, how you doing? I've seen you've been playing a lot of Subnautica and Subnautica 2. How are you enjoying it? Oh, I just slurped my tea so weirdly. Oh. Okay, I'll find her. Kato smiles softly, visibly relieved. For a moment, he looks like the man you remember. Have you any final questions or matters to discuss? Time is, as I'm sure you appreciate, of the essence. You finished Subnautica and need more content? That EULA for Subnautica is scary, I bet. I did all I could in Sub 2, and now I'm just replaying Sub 1. I'm having a lot of fun, can't wait for more content. Alex, have you tried any of like the absolutely buck wild mods for Subnautica 1? Like Megaleviathans, the Red Plague, there's a bunch of like different stuff. Okay, let's get on with it. Kato stands, and with poorly concealed effort, in Spirmph, you stand to meet his gaze. Return her to me. There's no other outcome of this affair. Okay, bye. You seen some, never tried any? Whoa. Where am I? Oh, I'm in the water. Right. Slowly, you drag yourself from the cold water onto the relative safety of solid rock. You try and fail to stagger forwards as exhaustion washes over you in a great black wave. Oblivion takes you before you hit the rocky ground. You are awoken by the cacophonous cries of gulls circling you. Your body is a mass of pain and exhaustion, covered in 1,000 cuts and scrapes. The large white birds gather around you in eager anticipation. What a magnificent feast your bloated corpse would make. Not today, Death. Minutes or perhaps hours pass as you lay unmoving, trying desperately to will some warmth back into your body. Finally, you manage to force your eyes open. By some miracle, you are not only alive, but you find yourself on the shores of the cursed island of IDRA, which somehow we know just from where we washed up. Strewn around you is the wreckage of the Zephyr. You see no other survivors. Lest you find equipment and companions soon, you may have cheated death in vain. Your character is critically injured. This means you have taken enough damage to reduce both your vitality and wounds. I don't know what that means. The green bar under your character's portrait represents your vitality. Okay. Vitality is a buffer to take your wounds. As long as you have vitality left, you won't take serious wound damage. Vitality is easily lost and easily regained. Okay. The second purple bar represents your wounds. Losing wounds is much more serious than losing vitality. Reaching 0 wounds means your character falls unconscious. Wounds can also only be recovered by resting or leveling up. Ah. Okay, so we have the easy heal health, and then the, oh god, I'm so tired health. Gotcha. Whenever you take wound damage, you gain an injury condition. As indicated by the icon on the portrait, injuries confer serious penalties to your character and can only be removed by resting. I see. Making camp and resting is the surest way to restore an injured character. Note that resting is not possible in every location. Okay. You can also rest at inns when you find them. Alright. Stuff. Hold on, can I go down over here? Wading out in the freezing surf, you lose your footing on the 6 stones and fall heavily to the ground. There's a sudden blur of movement in the corner of your eye, and as you frantically try to get your feet, you slip again. Standing above you on a large rock is a young woman dressed in nautical guild livery. Like, I still don't know if it's livery or livery. Wet auburn hair clings to her face in the cold wind. Maggie's balls! I know it's Magi, but I'm gonna just do that. Livery? Thank you, Alex. What is this? What am I looking at? Throwing a 50-page thesis about the ELA after... Okay. I'm not reading that right now. Can I get a TLDR? It's 50 fucking pages. Can someone give me a TLDR? The woman leaps from the rocks and helps you back onto your feet. Looking up and down, she fetches a wineskin from her belt and offers it to you. The skin is nearly empty, save for a last mouthful of brandy. You drink it down greedily and slowly. You're not allowed to upload videos of the game. Uh-huh. I'm sure, I'm sure they're not going to stick to that. On account of Twitch streams and Let's Plays sell almost as many copies of games as not. You drink it down greedily and slowly, you feel a modicum of warmth creep into your bones. You recognize the young woman's face now. She must have served on the Zephyr. What's your name? Katiana is my name. The crew calls me Kat, or rather they did, I suppose. She looks up and down the beach with a furrowed brow. Cannot take actions that go against social norms? Okay. In what regards? Like, here's the thing. Okay, the ELA has a shitload of language. How do they enforce it? Can I create content based on the IP? And if you do, they own it? Again, so much of this stuff is going to be like, they'd have to be able to enforce it, which would be difficult. What's a social norm? I mean, that sounds like the language that used to come out of like China for their what the hell's that thing called? The good citizen system that they have. Okay, listen. You have to get up. We need to get off this beach before you freeze, or worse. Something wrong about this place. Can't you feel it? Like a taste in your mouth? And there are beasts, huge sea creatures I ain't never seen before. I saw them dragging the dead crewmen into the cave west of here. At least I hope they were dead. What do you suggest? We need supplies and shelter first. There might be salvage to be had among the wreckage on the beach. I also think I spotted the chimney of a house just north of the cliffs. A warm fire and some food would go a long way. Okay. Also, as I said, there's a cave west of here. I think the crabs dragged off most of the corpses. But what if they're not all dead? Might be other survivors like you and me. What's more, there's a chance some of the officers were carrying a seal when the boat sank. If I can find it, the Nautical Guild would give anything. Okay. Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, I remember all this. Yeah. Let's go. I found a bow in the cargo crate. We best find you a weapon too. Okay, together you begin to move off the beach towards whatever darkness dwells. Okay. Do I have anything I can actually equip as a weapon? Here. You can have... Okay, you have arrow. Okay, I'm gonna take your club from you for the moment. I'm gonna give it to him. So at least I have weapon. Oh god, that's a long walk around. Okay. Hey, can you use axes? Oh, she can use an axe. There we go. Perfect. Also, let's handle your feats. What do you do? Thievery initiate. Okay. Light weapons finesse. Backstabber, increased backstab damage. Okay. Do that. Increased backstab. Increased initiative. Increased light armor use. Let's do that. Let's do that. These all seem good. Oh, okay. Piercing damage seems good. Alright, there we go. Save and exit. Oh, hello. Oh, boy. A lanky man with skin like sun-dried leather stares slack-jawed at you. He's dressed in rags with a wide-brimmed hat, a large bundle of scraps slung over his shoulder. Do Basilo's eyes deceive him? More ghosts, or did the sea spit you back out alive? Not many are that lucky. Their eyes fall on the crude, spiked club that hangs at his belt. Sir, who are you? Basilo makes his living picking at what Mother of Maelstroms does not swallow. It has been rich pickings as of late. Crates and barrels and even the odd fleshy morsel. The man bears a row of blackened teeth and what you assume is a smile. Rich pickings? Listen here. Basilo has a proposal for you. Okay. Shore's bursting with bounty today. Man can make a fortune if he sets his mind to it. But yet, no need for Basilo to risk into hide. You seem fit enough, and I've got coin. I'll buy whatever you bring me. Might even have a piece or two to sell if you're interested. Just beware them clippers. Clippers? Aye. Crabs and critters and such. Growing large and strange this time of year. So, get your leg in their clippers and they'll lob it right off. You'd best be careful. But not to worry. Basilo's always given them the laugh. Even when he was wee. Must have been just as big back then, though it doesn't really feel that way. The old man froze his brow for a moment. He's lost in deep thought. In any case, Basilo will be warming his bones up at the old abandoned farmhouse right behind us. Find me there. Okay. Okay, bye. Totally normal interaction. Penny buns. Oh, it's food, okay. Small abandoned farm is overgrown and derelict and appears to be abandoned. At one point you mused this must have been a quaint place. Good spot to raise a family, perhaps. Suddenly, as if summoned by your very thoughts, the faint but unmistakable sound of children's laughter is carried on the wind. It sounds oddly distorted with a strange echoing quality, and for some reason it chills you to your bones. Yeah, I remember that, and we're not doing that right now. What we are going to do is grab some food. Nope, I'm not engaging with you. Okay. Keep an eye out for beds or inns. Yeah. We're gonna do a little sleeping. Okay. Camp followers. Yeah. What can I craft? Craft it. It's not a valid recipe. Shit. Craft that. Shit. Okay. Just ahead of you is wet and covered in seaweed. Also looks familiar. Instantly you realize this is your luggage from the Zephyr. It has been stowed too well to get during the mutiny, but by some miracle it made it to shore where it must have been salvaged. But yeah, the combination lock remains sound, meaning the content of your chest is likely still unlisted. Oh, you best not be getting ideas with my property, little fishy. Basil growls as he eyes you suspiciously. I think you mean my property? What old Mother Maelstrom saw fit to bequeath me upon me, I keeps. Basil's eyes narrow as he fiddles the strap of his club. Then again, that's not to say I mightn't be willing to make a deal with you. Go on. You see, there's this man, a stargazer he is, came here a few days ago, perched himself on that cliff right over there. This guy's voice, his accent, whatever I've chosen for him, it's going somewhere. The thing is, he was carrying something I can hardly put into words. It's like a tube with glass in it that you use to look at the stars and such. Telescope? Yeah, that's what he called it. Old Basilo would love to have it if you can get your way up there and, well, to where he made camp. There's such meaning in the stars, you see. Old wisdom and such. Don't fret. Basilo saw big old fat crows certainly near the camp. I'll bet Basilo's eye that the stargazer's dead and rotting and his telescope's just waiting to be salvaged. I'll see what I can do. I am, however, going to sleep. This is the camp screen used to feed the party and select camp activities. Okay. To fully recover from injuries, your party members must be well fed. Normally 10 points of food is required per party member to recover. Okay. Add food from your inventory by double clicking it. You also need to select camp activities. Right, yep. Okay, so I'm just gonna eat all the food. Forge, it's based off their survival skill. Is there like a good way of seeing that? Okay, so my survival is 2. It's that plus thing, okay. What is a social norm? He's that guy at the bar that everyone knows? Yeah. Okay, what else we got? Fletch. You could do some fletching. Entertain? Success adds a motivated, okay. Character attempts to instruct the party using the lore. Okay, so we can experience boost. We can forage. We can craft. I can entertain. Okay, I'm gonna try foraging. And you're gonna try crafting. Begin the rest. Okay, we're less broken now. We also have like no food, which is less ideal. Blood-curdling howl cuts through the fog. Whatever its source, it may not be far away, and it sounds dangerous. Sneak. Shit. I'm going to die. You know what? I'm gonna park us like back some. Okay. And she missed. Okay. What can you do? Imperial Litany. I don't know what that does, but I've fortified myself. Oof. Oof. We're so dead. Ah! I killed one of them. I guess load last save. I don't know what that's gonna be. Okay, good. So we woke up. Okay. All right, so we're not doing that. That way is a bad way. Shit. Oh, we're not healed at all. Hold on, shit. Hold on. Hold on, load the autosave because we didn't, it saved like before we slept. Okay, we're less fucked up now. Yep. Why am I not sneaking? What the fuck? Why was I not sneaking? I was in sneak mode. God damn it. Oh, that's it. She has a disengage? Oh, shit. Huh. God damn it. Oh my god, please. There we go, we did it, we got one. Is this your favorite item in Subnautica 1? The propulsion cannon? I never used that, ever. Literally never. A body lies broken upon the ground, though it has been gnawed by hounds. It seems clear that this person fell or jumped from the cliffs above. Okay. It's great for those dumb little land crabs. Those potatoes? Onions. We can onions. Ascend. Ah, shit, there's a dog. No! Oh my god. Can I just run? Fuck me. Oh god. Well, and we died again. Fuck me. And now we have to do all that again. Jesus Christ, this game. Usually gets a dive bombing fish. Oh, yeah. Okay. So then we did everything again the same. But this time, we saved a little bit more. Yeah, this... I forgot that, like, the start of this game is just, like, kicks your teeth in. Back. Fucking here. Let them come to us. Oh, she actually managed to hit that. Well, okay. Do this to you. I don't know what it does. He might just die again. Please, game. I'm begging you. Oh my god. Yep. Wow, there's just 3 misses in a row, huh? 4 misses in a row. Fuck me. No, I definitely saved. Here, load this one. Wait, what? Wait, what? No, 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 no. That's wrong. Okay, so I renamed the save, but it didn't overwrite the save. Okay, man. Okay, hold on. We're going back outside. Yeah, stupid me for thinking that renaming the save would do that. That's on me, I guess. Okay, you should be able to get a bit more healing out of that. Okay. Save. This one. Overwrite. Yes. Load. Start is today. Okay, there we go. We did it. That took far too many attempts. Okay, just fight the fucking dogs. Okay. Come back here again. Begin combat. There we go. That one went fine. Keep doing this. Did the dude not say something about stuff washed up that I could pilfer? I grabbed a lot of it. There might be some other stuff that we could get. He jumped from above. Ascend. Continue. Save. There's more up here, right? Okay, there's ads. We'll be back. Hold on. Okay. This is a 3-dog situation, right? Yeah, okay. Hold on. Well, you know what? We'll just do this just for funsies. You may have a saving lot. Yeah, we're learning. Ooh, we actually landed a dart. That's nice. I don't know what Imperial Litany does. Cool. Damn it. There we go. Damn it. Woo! I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take the win. Okay. No, don't load. Jesus Christ in the handbasket. Okay. Actually, hold on. Settings. Controls. What's quick save? Quick save? F5. Okay. Gonna get real fucking familiar with quick save. Oh wait, I can't get to it? What? Son of a bitch. Maybe level Spearmf up so he's a bit more... Yeah, oh, right, yeah, I should do that. Okay, Spearmf. Activate spellcasting. So, oh, this needs to be at 3 ranks before I can learn the things. There we go. Okay, pick 2 new body things. What do we got? Bear strength, cure moderate poison, minor lay of hands. I'm gonna go that one, and bear strength. There we go. F5. And then, oops, all onions. Oh, I do have another point. Shit. Okay, that's fine. We've recovered partially. Oh, I have 1 more point. I see. Okay, you know what? We'll do that one. Blessing Touch, Mark of Heroism, Hammer of Light, Holy Light, Touch of Condemnation. I like Hammer of Light. Blessing Touch sounds good. I wish I knew what they did. But now I have them. Okay, so she still had the shit kicked out of her, which is less than ideal. 6. I don't have. I have no torches. Okay. God damn it! Okay, what do we get? What's this? A hood? Checkered tunic. Okay. Okay. Yay, eggs. Ooh, the stench of rotting flesh fills your nostrils. Ahead of you, grotesquely misshapen crustacean horrors feast greedily upon the corpses of the dead crew of the Zephyr. Blasted horrors, cat spits through her teeth. What manner of force has spawned these creatures? Where are they? Oh, they're down there, okay. They can't hurt me here. Okay, this is the cave entrance. Oh, I see a dude. Standing at the edge of the cliff is a crewman from Zephyr, lucky enough to have made it ashore. The man is swaying and looks in shock. I saw it by the dead. I just saw it out there. The thing that sunk us. It's still out there. All right. Right, I'm supposed to remember where he is for later, because look at that. Because eventually, I make like a camp of them. Okay, there's the thing. I'm gonna rest. Food value. Yay! Eat some rations. Oh my god, finally. Okay, but now we found a food ration, though. Everyone's well fed, and everyone's alive now. Okay. Don't leave. F5. Okay. A finely wrought telescope used for astronomical observations. Its lenses are no doubt the product of some of the Emperor's finest heliomancers? Sure. And allows stars to be observed even in full daylight. Examine the seas. You look out upon the churning gray roil that surrounds the windswept shores of IDRA. Far out there among the great waves and the beating winds, you swear you momentarily see a great glistening shape shifting just beneath the surface. Whatever madness has befallen this island, you are certainly safer here than on any ship out there. Okay. Examine the sky. You point the telescope skywards, and after a few moments of searching, you find a gap where the stormy skies have parted just enough to allow you to examine the stars in their lore 5+? Sure. Oh, okay, so I literally can't do it. Okay, I'm not loreful enough to do the cool event that comes with that, which can drive you mad. Alright. So we're gonna go back to the dude. And we're gonna give him the telescope, because who gives a shit? Okay, I have the telescope. As you hand the telescope over to the wreck picker, his eyes light up, and not in a wholly sane manner. Just your little fish. That's a weird thing to say. Basila shouts over his shoulder as he rushes out into the yard with his new prize. Okay. Oh, yeah, stuff and things. No. Okay, hold on. Read this. Yeah, right. This is the thing where he looked at the sky and he went crazy pants. Yeah, let's put on our clothes and our armor. Yay! We're still not operating with like great setup. Hold on, a fine mace. All right, put that back on there. Okay, what's your axe do? 2 to 5 versus. Oh, the axe is just better. Okay, that's fine. Okay, there we go. We're better than we were. Okay, let's trade. What do you got? Crude longsword, crude mace. Okay. Hunting arrow. That might not be terrible. Shield, also good. Lantern, also good. How much money I got? 25, okay. What do I use these in? Potion of cure disease. Oh. How do I make potions? I assume someone has to know how to do that, right? Okay, I got $296 dues. I'm gonna buy the shield. I'm gonna buy those. How does hunting arrow work? Do I need to buy multiple? Oh no, it's a stack, so I do have to buy more than one. Okay. Okay, there we go. Our man can now main a little. Okay, so I bought all those arrows. We probably want to consider buying some of this stuff. Buy that. Vitality potions seem good. I can't afford them anymore. That's fine. Do you want a book? I don't need it anymore. What's this? A fork. Take it. Decorative shell, take it. Okay. That feels a lot better. Oh, now that I've read the book, I can examine the southeastern quadrant of the sky. Turning the telescope in the southeastern quadrant of the sky, your eyes are immediately drawn to what appears to be something akin to a small reddish cluster of stars. Though at first the tiny speck is hardly noticeable, it seems to grow larger as you regard it. At once you're struck with the terrible realization that you are watching it. It is gazing back. Should I hold the gaze or tear my eyes away? I did save just before this, I'm realizing, so hold the gaze. Willpower. Ooh. You steel yourself and gaze back at the cosmic aberration. A moment stretches into hours, days, eons. Stars are birthed and die, collapsing in on themselves in cataclysms that shake the very foundations of creation. Open my mind! Must roll an 11 or above. We got this. Didn't even get close. I don't know what happened. As you come to, you are sitting befuddled in the grass near the telescope. You have no idea how much time has passed, but you feel like you have traveled impossible distances for a fleeting moment. You sense profound realizations as they fill your mind. A ringing head and a deep feeling. Okay, I'm just gonna reload because something bad happened there. We're not doing the well yet. I remember the well. The well was tough. You spotted that down there. So instead we're going to go fight crabs and probably die repeatedly in the efforts. Oh no, I'm fearful. Oh, is that what that does? Oh yeah, I have fear from looking at the sky. That's fun. Oh my god, please. What's this? What was that? Scrimshaw. Alright. More rations. Oops. And a fight. Okay. We're just gonna hold and hold. Hold. Okay, just defend. There we go. Defend. Oof. There we go. There we go. Look at that. When I'm properly equipped, I can actually, like, do stuff. Not just immediately perish. Eons worth of the sea's ravage upon the land has given birth to this cave. From its depths, a stench of seaweed and rotting flesh arises. So foul is it that it feels like some evil entity attempting to force its way through the pores of your skin into the core of your being. Try not to puke. Ooh, a 9 or higher? Nah, I borf. Your breathing becomes rapid and shallow as your mind floods by the image of foul things in the darkness. Feasting on the spilling entrails of swollen sea corpses, the chamber around you spins and you vomit explosively. Feeling utterly empty, you regain your composure after a few minutes. Okay, so what's my status now? What does this do? -1 to strength. Lasts until next rest, can be removed by magic. Okay. Ode to low tide, yeah. Okay, we're just gonna save aggressively. That's so many crabs. Oh my god. It's fine. Just gonna park you in front. Fine. I should really look at what these things do. Hammer of Light, Blessing Touch. I'm gonna bear strength myself again. And litany myself. Clonk. Ooh. I can backstab with arrows? Yeah. Damn it. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I just realized I have this. I have a lantern. And we're saving. Ooh, second lantern. Let's put that on you. There you go. Pick versus 5, athletics 3 versus. Let's try and pick the lock. There we go. Loot. Okay, what do we got? What is it? 4 studded leather. Alright, let's put that on her. There we go. What is this? What is this? Okay. Old and ruined shipping crates litter this part of the cave. Only smugglers would use a place like this to store their goods. Perhaps there are other similar caches to be found in the Outer Isles. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. Oh, actually. Okay, hammer the token opponent juice into the caster. Okay, so this is melee level magic, blunt magical sublime. Okay. Dark Side, yeah. So we can add. I can add bless. Okay. This will heal and remove bleeding. That's fortified strength. What is that? Oh, okay. That's spirit strength. Okay, what about the feats? Oh no, sorry. The feats just allow me to learn these things. Got it. What's this do? Targets the character as fortified will. +2 willpower and can. Okay. Oh, this removes fearful and panicked. I should do that to myself. Large, misshapen crabs emerge from the water all around you. Intentionally or not, they seemingly mindless beasts have laid an ambush for me. Ah, yes. I'm gonna park you back here. Put you here. So he can tank those two. Actually, you know what? Use the arrow. Okay, first, Doctor, heal thyself. To shreds, you say? Damn it. Cannot fire melee. Oh yeah, I guess that counts. Oof. There we go. Oh, so I think that indicator means that he's flanked. Yeah, there we go. Whew, there we go. All right, I'm starting to get the hang of this. Oh, we found someone. Pick the lock. Dude. Hey, buddy. Who goes there? A haggard man dressed in the livery. The Nautical Guild huddles apprehensively in the corner of the small chamber you're standing in. His lips are dry and cracked, and he appears to be parched. Dead Emperors, please tell me you found a way out of this pit. Yeah, man. Curse me. I have to get out of this hole. I don't even know how long I've been here. Days? It's like time doesn't pass right, but I've not died from thirst yet, so it can't have been that long. How'd you get in here, man? I took the bodies of the drowned. Men and women I've known for years, all blue and swollen. Dragged them into this cave. Crab as big as horses. How can such a thing be? In any case, I was too weak to fight back when I landed, and they must have thought I was dead. Dragged me into the darkness. But when I heard those sounds, claws rending dead flesh, something awoke in me. I kicked and screamed as best I could, and they let me go. I ran as fast as I could, but I took a turn in the darkness and ended up here. I could hear them moving about in the caves around me. I didn't dare try to make it out. Okay. Alright. Bye, buddy. I did it! I saved a man! The desperate man wastes no time scrambling past you and towards the fresh air and relative safety. That was Ari. Cat seemed flustered. Poor bastard. Sounds like he's losing his mind the way he was talking. Trapped down here for days? He's an arse. But he didn't deserve that. None of them did. We did a good job. We killed some creatures that are just living their life. And saved a man. Whoops. Whoopsie doopsies. Well. How about you back up for a minute and park your ass in front. Begin! Fortify your will. Yeah, shit. Oof. Okay. There we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. We gotta do something here. Lay on hands. Fix yourself. There we go. Damn it. Damn it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Can we just kill this thing? Why are we missing so many times? What? I wanted to use lay on hands on her. I don't understand the movement in this so much. Okay. Alright. We can't camp in here, huh? Okay, she's no longer dead. So... Is there any... Are those just combat skills? No. Okay, cast a spell. Here we go. My inner lay on hands. Boop. Alright, we can patch her up a little bit. We should probably get the fuck out of here and go sleep. A 9 or higher? Fix the rope. There we go. Fix that rope too. Okay, there's second cave. Alright, we're gonna nap. Forage. Mostly just forage. Begin the rest. She probably can't even do anything because she's had the crap kicked out of her. Yeah. Okay. Weakly diseased. Can be removed by magic. Okay. Okay. I don't know what that cave entrance brings us to. We'll get to that. Save. Thank you. Yep. Gentle reminder to everybody, exclamation point save exists and exists for this exact reason. Strangely haunting piping can be heard from the caves ahead. Surely it must be the wind. Then again, it rises and falls with an eerie sense of musicality that does nothing to set your mind at ease. Oops. Oh, it's a shitload of bats. Oops, all bats. Ooh, didn't like that though, did you? Oops. Come at me. Oh. Alright, I'm fucking these bats up at least. There we go. Look at that. Fuck you, you dumb animals. Just living your life in here. Okay, I see blood trails going that way. Ah, okay. Oh, okay, we've got 3 new thingamabobs. Accident damage, initiative, light armor use, light weapon accuracy. That one. There we go. You'd nearly grown accustomed to the foul stench that lingers in these caves, and now it once more assaults your senses. No, don't toughness me again, please. Oh, thank God. Cast made of tougher stuff. Through grit alone, you refuse to let the foulness find purchase, and you fight down the nausea that wells up inside you. Hooray! Who is this? What is that? Officer's Helmet of Healing. Adds +1 to healing. I mean... Okay, cool. I like that. The corpse of the doomed crew of the Zephyr are arranged around the chamber's central column. Pale light shines down from the aperture in the vaulted cave ceiling above, illuminating their bloated features and pale blue skin. Is there a form of artistry to their arrangement? For a brief moment, you almost find it beautiful? A thought comes to your mind, unbidden. An interloper. Stepping between the corpses, you spot a man who immediately recognize as the Zephyr's first mate. Around his neck, a sturdy chain glimmers, and you carefully fish out a strange octagonal amulet, richly filigreed, and with the navigational rosette of the Nautical Guild carved on it. There's no doubt the captain's seal, and is apparently an item that the guild will pay handsomely to have returned to them. As you pocket the amulet, you become aware of movement in the waters around you. Strange stalked eyes regard you as several of the is it chitinous? Chitinous? Horrors emerge. Try and stealth? Aha! You carefully step away from the corpse and begin to try and make your way out of the horde chamber. Okay. I know I walked right back into the fight, but just curious. You go back here. And you park your butts here. Go. Fortify yourself. Bear strength yourself. There we go. Good hit. Good hit. Okay. There we go. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? There we go. I'd prefer to get the experience now that I have the equipment to be able to, like, endure a fight. Okay, 3 more points. What do we got? At 4 ranks, I get to learn some tier 2 stuff. Aura of Fear, Clear Senses, Fortify Awareness, Fortify Will, Instill Courage, Sublime Protection. That seems useful. Aura of Fear. Clear Senses. Clear Senses might be good. Sublime Protection. Yeah, those all sound good. Save. And pick it. Loot that, whatever it is. It's ours now. Ooh, thieves gloves. Yeah, absolutely. Put them on. That's +1 to thievery. That's the best kind. Ooh, a ladder. Ooh. Stepping into the fresh air, you pull the strange octagonal guild seal from your pocket and examine it more closely. The dark metallic surface is covered in intricately carved lines and symbols. It reminds you of a mix between a compass and an astrolabe. Lore V10, crafting V12. Let's try crafting. Neither of these are good. Oh my god, she did it! Carefully examining the device, you discover it is a complex mechanical inner working. In part, that mechanism seems to allow the user to perform complicated navigational calculations. Or more so, the device seems to have a core of mnemonic runes. Perhaps it serves as a form of captain's log? No doubt the information stored inside this device is its true value to the Nautical Guild. The Zephyr was sunk by some unknown horror, and the Guild would pay dearly to learn more about such a dire... Okay. You feel the weight of the strange device in your hands. For a moment, you're back on deck of the Zephyr. Monstrous tentacles rise above the ship like strange alien towers. Terrified screams fill the air. You shudder. Cat's voice snaps you out of it. If we ever get out of this bloody island and back to the mainland, the Guild will pay well to have that returned. All I ask is that you remember who told you about it. Yeah, we'll split the coin. You can keep the coin. All I want is to be done with the Guild. Be free to wander as I like. Maybe wander up to my brother and stick a knife in his fat gut. Oh? Aye, it was my older brother who sold me off to the Guild. I was bloody 12. 20 years is what I owe them on account of that bastard. I've already wasted 10. Her voice breaks for a moment before steel creeps back into her otherwise soft features. Like I said, getting the bastard will go a long way towards setting things right. And the amulet will help somehow? Sure. I'm free enough for now, but the Guild doesn't like to let the assets go. And they have a way of catching up with those who jump ship. Even someone as lowly as me. Dangling a recovered captain seal in front of them is exactly the kind of thing that might sway them. We'll do what we can. I'm liking you more and more. Where am I right now? Woo! That's a fun loop. We're gonna sleep. How many eggs I got? 13 eggs. Okay. We're gonna rest. Cool. Found a ration. I'll take it. Okay. Let's do a proper save here. Wasn't there... Hold on. There's something else down here, isn't there? Isn't there like a part where you can swim and... well, drown? That was like over here somewhere. That's where we found that dude. Or is that in the well, maybe? Might be in the well. Now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. Well then. Hold on one second. I need to go to the washroom. Sorry, I've been drinking a lot of fluid. So, I'm actually going to run an ad early. So that means you can go to the washroom yourself if you need to. Get yourself a drink, a snack, or go to the washroom, scream to a pillow, stare into the middle distance, contemplate the nature of crabs, and we'll be back in like 3 minutes. Hold on. Okay. Continue. Okay. A woman sits in the grass ahead of you, with the well looming over her. She's emaciated, ragged, and covered in grime. How long has she been sitting there? Days? Weeks? She rocks back and forth, almost catatonic. And suddenly you hear it again. The clear sound of playful children's laughter rises from the well. The woman wails. And we will totally help her with that after I steal all of her crops. Because daddy gotta eat, you know? Do I have to know how to make something? Alright, dead yet? I've died a number of times. Miss, how you doing? Do I have to know a recipe in order to be able to make it, or can I guess stuff? You do... You can guess stuff too? Oh, can you? Interesting. I would have thought. Like onions, potatoes, and leeks. Ah, there we go. Vegetable soup. Let's make a bunch of that. There we go. I don't care much about you. Wait a minute. Can I not... Spells. Lightly hands, bear strength, clear senses. Oh, that's not gonna fix that, huh? I really thought that was gonna fix that. Oh, it removes blindness, deafness, and silenced. Not minor poison stuff. Okay. If you guess things, you instantly learn the recipe too, which is nice. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's go down a well. Oh, never mind. Let's talk to the lady first. The woman rocks slowly back and forth as she stares blankly at the well in front of her. There is a cure for poison. Yeah, probably. I don't know it, though. It took them. Called out to them. I heard it. Funny thing is, I heard it calling with my voice. Oleg and Anya live in the well now. They're calling for me to join them. Can I help? It'll never stop. It'll multiply until it covers all the lands and all the seas. And when we're all dead and bones, the conqueror's mold will dress our corpses in black mourning veils. Her voice is flat and monotone, and the strange words almost seem to come from somewhere else. She then lets out a deep sigh. But if I had my children's bones to bury, it would give me some respite. A moment of silence, and the sickening sound of children's laughter once again rises from the well. I'm not poisoned. I am weakly diseased. I don't know what spell. Does it cure moderate poison? Is poison disease? No. There's cure moderate disease. Okay, so I guess that's the one I'm gonna have to learn. Okay, into the hole. Quick save. Is this where I can go deep swimming? As you descend deeper into the earthy cave, you realize that the black mold covers most of the walls. Even the air is thick with floating black specks. Here and there, the mold seems to form nodules. Your mind fills with images of the nodules bursting open in an obscene mockery of birth, and black worm-like tendrils of mold spilling forth into the world. An irrational urge to touch the nodes begins to grow inside you. No, thank you. I've played Control. Saving is my friend. Well, I did die like 6 times in a row, Mez. So, 6th bitten, 7th shy. 6? Nah, it might not have been 6. I think it was 4. How? Wolves. Perhaps it's the thickness of the air or the sickly miasmas that fill the part of the cave. The stars flash before your eyes. Your mind is assaulted with images of alien landscapes. Yeah, early wolves, no gear. Yep. Cities? No, giant living structures, almost like the coral that the traders from the sea gates sometimes peddle, but large, so large it almost touches the sky. Then you see it. The structures themselves writhe with obscene life. Innumerable black worm-like tendrils of black mold cover them. They beckon you. Give in to them. Let them take hold. In the sky above you, something massive shifts. Nope. We're good. Feel as if you're dragged under in the crushing blackness of unfathomable depths. Stars flash before your eyes again, and you once more see the impossible landscapes. Cyclopean edifices of writhing black shapes, an age of worms. You understand now. This is not some alien dreamscape. This is Warda. This is home. And you're a high priest, the god regent of a perfect world. And now it is time. The sky thunders. 7 I see. It comes. Give yourself to it. I will automatically succeed this roll because I got good willpower. Gathering all your willpower, you wrest back control of your faculties and forge ahead. On the wall ahead, you spot it. A festering ganglion of black ichor. Is it ichor or ichor? With 2 small human skulls leering from it. Okay. I smashed that. The mass of glistening mold pulsates with a grotesque peristaltic. There we go. Peristaltic. I do believe you're always allowed to swap. Yes. It's just right now there's not a big difference between us. Embedded in the collection of small animal bones. Nonetheless, you have no problems identifying 2 complete small human skeletons. It's ichor? Huh. Well, I was 40 years old when I learned that. Grab them bones. One by one, you pry loose the bones from the writhing of the ganglion. As motions become more and more agitated as you work and weave, and a wave of relief washes over you as the last piece comes loose. Now you must make your way out of this death trap. Okay. Oh, hello, children. Is it weird because ichor sounds better? I always thought it was ichor. That's one of those words that I read and never really thought to speak aloud. The 2 diminutive shapes materialize as if from the very walls themselves. Bodies alive with writhing mold. Their blank, idiotic faces stare up at you in a grotesque imitation of life. Their blood runs cold as organs that should never shape human voices spill forth the sound of children laughing. Okay. A loud shriek escapes from the horrors, and in a maelstrom of writhing blackness, the 2 pathetic creatures reshape into lean forms that tower over you. They do not intend to let you leave. Peristalsis is the automatic wave-like movement of the muscles that line your gastrointestinal tract. Cool! Same with chitin? Yeah. Chitin? I saved recently. Let's do it. Okay, let's park ourselves in slightly more advantageous positioning, though. Well, murder means experience, right? Okay, Imperial Litany. Bear strength. Would these guys suffer from blessed? Oh. Vulnerabilities. Sublime damage. Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to ska you guys to death. Blessing touch on me. And then fucking kill you. Get trumpeted, bitch. What is that? I don't know what I just looted, but... Okay, here you go, lady. Here's all your animal bones. Miranda looks up at you and blinks as if waking from a dream. Without a word, she gingerly takes the small bundle of bones in her arms, as if it was a swaddled infant. She cradles it for a moment, then looks up at you with grateful eyes. She gently strokes your cheek once, and then turns and wanders into the fog. You've set her free. Falling to your knees, you retch violently. If it is from the conqueror mold or the emotional moment, you can't quite tell. I haven't found Roland yet. I'm pretty sure I find him later. Kneeling in the grass, you notice a satchel lying where Marita was kneeling. You get the feeling it was left there for you. Slowly, you regain your composure and get to your feet. Shambling away from the well, you suddenly stiffen. You just hear something? A child's voice, perhaps? Or was it just the wind? Yeah, I'm pretty... She's the first one we get. I remember that. And we do find Roland. I think we find him later on when we find the other half of the Zephyr. Like, I think that's where we get it. Inventory, what do we get? Oh, look at all this food. What's this? Rot mold. Okay. Wait, where's the satchel? Oh, there's the satchel. Ooh, ring. Note. Let's see. What is book? Ooh. Do I learn this now? Do I have this? 2 eggs, potato, and onions. Okay. Or do I have to actually cook it to make it be in there? Oh no, I have it now. Okay. Cool. We should sleep. Actually, no. That's better food. Let's use up the rations. I would like you to continue forward. No, actually, can you try fletching? Good. Oh boy, 1 arrow. All right. Okay, Mez, I know there was a thing, and I think it was here, and I'm hoping you can remind me. Isn't there somewhere in the caves where you can, like, go swimming? And, like, you have to navigate some paths, and if you do it, you end up a place with, like, an altar? I remember this being a thing. Get all the veggies? I did get all the veggies. Those are just decorative veggies. Those are decorative gourds. Fuck, it was right there. There's a cave down south. Yeah, I went to that. Come on. Send. That's not even the cave I wanted, is it? No, it's not. The altar is in the lighthouse. Oh. Okay. Is that where you can go swimming though? Like I have a memory from this game because I did play it years ago where you can go swimming down a long tunnel and if you make it out the other side there's an altar. Is that at the lighthouse? Because, yeah, I've done everything in here. I think. Yes, or around there. Okay, so I don't need to poke around here anymore. I've done all the crab murder I can. This leads in here. This goes over in here. And there's the ladder that leads to there. Okay. Where's that guy who's standing up here? Where'd he go? I want to talk to him again now that I've kind of fucked around here a bunch. I probably have to go through the cave and go to the other exit, right? Yeah. Oh, God. Stop it. Go away. Yeah, this way. That dude right there. I want to talk to him again. Ascend. Shit. Ascend. There we go. I mean, I have. You don't want to talk about it? Okay, I think we can leave now. I think we've done everything we can do here. Emerging from the rocky shores, you survey the dreary interiors of IDRA. Rolling hills and moors cover much of the surrounding area, and tall, jagged mountains rise towards the north. East of you, a lighthouse can be seen, its faint light flickering against the gloom. Beyond that lies a bay, and from its far shore, the wind carries the foul stench of burning corpses. There's something wrong here on this island. Something really bad. Cat suppresses a shiver. You came here for a reason, right? With mercenaries and all. Had to have been something important. Came here to find somebody. Cat listens intently as you tell her about your quest to find Embla Baron. Girl's lucky to have a family to care for, Cat mumbles. So the old man told you she was the last seen in Horn, right? Well, I've been to Horn. Landed there on the last run. I could tell something felt off about the place, but nothing like this. Here's how I see it. Horn isn't far, just a few days' march to the east around the bay. However, I think we need to be all clever-like about this. Make sure we rearm and maybe even try and pick up a few allies. If we rush in and end up dead, we're not doing this Embla any goods, what I'm trying to say. So we should explore around a bit, right? Gather a bit of intelligence? Yeah, sure. Yeah, just like that, Cat nods. So over there, Cat points towards the lighthouse to the east. The lighthouse is still lit, so it's bound to be manned. If we make our way there, we might find out more about what's going on. Might even scrounge up a hot meal. Any other suggestions? Cat looks around, squinting against the wind. She nods her head towards the northern shore. I suppose any other survivors and wreckage from the Zephyr would be washed up on the shore northwest of here, where we landed, right? Might be worth a look-see. Alright. As you set out across the blasted landscape, you have a growing feeling that whatever horrific fate has befallen this region, it's somehow inexorably tied to your quest. Something dark and vast is slowly spreading throughout the Outer Isles, tentacles grasping greedily as if searching for something. Great adventures may lie ahead, but so does great terror. Of that, you are absolutely certain. This feels like the evil version of the coffee drink break in Earthbound. Alright. So yeah, I think that's where we'll find what's his nuts. Whoops. Oh, wait, no, here we go. We found what's his nuts. You see a figure thrashing violently at something obscured by the low fog. Whatever this person is doing, it's producing loud crunching, wet squelches, and a stream of curses. Move closer. You see the scene for what it is. Roland, soaked through and spattered with ichor, is laying waste to a number of grotesque-looking creatures with a piece of driftwood. He snarls like a wounded beast, and his eyes are black with rage. As the last of the horrid beast falls, twitching back into the shallows, Roland snaps his gaze to you, dead eyes staring at some distant point on the horizon behind you. Eventually, the tension drains from his muscles, and he lowers his makeshift weapon. I thought I was carrying, they did. I nearly was. I didn't think he'd make it. Seems I've got a few lives left to me, for all they're worth. Roland sighs deeply and slumps down onto a nearby rock. You tried to save me, you bloody idiot. Not exactly the thanks I was expecting. There's no room for being a bloody hero in work like this. There's a shit blood and bad men doing worse things to others. Thanks, Deadpool. You look around at the driftwood and chunks of flesh bobbing around your ankles. So time I paid my debts. And yet, here we are. And as you say, but heed this. If you want to survive, you need to drop the bloody heroics. This business makes your hands dirty, and nothing gets them clean again. Trust me on that. Speaking of which, I suppose I still work for you. We should get going. I'm absolutely taking you along, buddy. Roland nods solemnly, brushes a sticky glove of ichor off his arm. Man, this game just loves the word ichor. And trudges over to you. His lips part as if to speak, but he hesitates. Alright, let's mosey, buddy. Roland does not seem to hear you. Instead, he is staring intently ahead. There are men in the fog. I thought I heard them earlier. I'm certain they're not from the Zephyr, and I'd wager they're less than friendly. I don't care if you're itching for a fight or not, but either way, we should tread carefully. Okay. Straining to see through the dense fog, you clearly spot them. A group of men prowling the shoreline like carrion eaters looking for dead flesh. They are unkempt and dressed in rags with bare torsos and broad shoulders, adorned by a strange mixture of sailors' tattoos and crude symbols. They carry an assortment of cruel-looking, rusted tools turned to weapons. Gibbering chatter, laughter, and whimpering drifts across the fog in a steady stream. Whoever these men are, their minds are long gone. You sit still until a group of them passes you by. Perhaps you might be able to slip past them. No, we're gonna murder! The men fan out and regard you with cruel glare. I'm gonna enjoy this, one of them snarls as he draws a trusty dagger. Let's be civil about this. None of you talk once I stick that knife in your gut. The largest of the group steps menacingly towards you. Diplomacy! Diplomize! Yeah! The man licks his sore lips excitedly. You heard too? The call? I do! Where or what is it coming from? He smiles a toothless grin. That's the question, ain't it? The men lower their weapons. When you're ready, Father is waiting for you in Horan. Without another word, the men turn and wander off into the fog. Soon they are gone. Diplomized! Ooh, potions. Don't mind if I do. Okay, let's have a look at our inventory here. What are you still working with? Okay. You got the bow. Okay, you got everything I put on you before, which is good. You can have the shitty arrows for now. I can drop. No, I can sell it next time I find someone. Oh, this is just a wee map. Oh dear. Loot. Okay, what do we got? What's this? Wavestrider Ring of Diplomacy. Adds one to diplomacy. That seems good. Oh yeah, I had this ring too. Oh, it's just money. Yeah. Okay. Quick save. I kind of want to get to the Zephyr first. Broken bodies and debris litter the debris litter the rocky shores of the IDRA. In the distance, you can make out what appears to be the remains of the Zephyr's hull. Yes. I recall there being a fighter 3 before we get to it. I will, however, steal all this food. Ooh, fishy. Thanks for finding a way out of that bloody cave. Them crabs hadn't gotten me. Thirst would have. Can you imagine? Slowly going insane in the darkness all alone and dying? Yep. There we go! A small group of exhausted figures sits huddled around a small campfire. You recognize them immediately as a small group of survivors from the Zephyr. One of the men suddenly notices you, and the men stumble to their feet, smiling at you and waving you over to their meager fire. Yeah. I like how you have the option to just fight them. Okay. What can I make? I can make more vegetable soup. What am I missing? I'm missing onions? Man, crap that. Okay. One of the wretched survivors from the Zephyr. This man looks torn, tattered, and exhausted. As you approach, the sailor offers a tired but grateful smile. Talk to Snow if you want something. Okay. A gaunt-faced man that looks like he spent more years at sea than ashore stands before you. If you recall, this was the Zephyr's first mate. Remember his crewmates calling him Snow. He offers a smile that doesn't quite reach his eyes as you approach. Hello. I'd not expected to see you alive, mercenary, but you stood up for us on the Zephyr and you saved the lives of some of my men, so I'm glad you made it. Your crew didn't deserve to be slaughtered. Nonetheless, it did us a little good. I've never seen anything like that beast before. The way it tore the ship apart? This island. Something's wrong here. What curse has befallen us? All I know is that we need to work together. There's no disagreeing with this. Though my men and I have naught to offer save our fire and what shelter these huts may provide. There are beds inside if you require, but little else. One last thing. A favor I'd ask of you. Go on. If you come across any more of my men, tell them where to find me. Both I and the guild will thank you if you do. I have questions? What can I do for you? What? Attack the Zephyr? I've never seen anything like it. There are beasts in the depths, but nothing like this. It was like something out of a sailor's nightmare. Blessed dead. How will you ever get off this island? Other questions? What do you know of this place? I've been here before, years ago. Didn't leave Horn back then, but it was nothing but a backwater port like any other. Full of people not too fond of strangers and superstitious fishermen. Nothing like now. Go on. Don't you feel it? Air smells strange, like right before a thunderstorm. And the beasts. I tell you, I've sailed around the Empire for nearly on 20 years, and I've never seen creatures like these. And then there are the men. The men. Aye. We saw men stalk in the fog. Dangerous men, I thought. Then we came across some of their handiwork. Tommen and Dill, the cabin boy. Black arrows in their back, and both, in their back, the both of them. Best to keep far away from them, okay? But other survivors. Where should I look? Currents brought us straight ashore, so if the dead are with us, any survivors would have landed on here on the shoreline. We also want to start by searching the cliffs just to the north, and others are bound to have landed in the same area where you landed. Finally, there's a lighthouse. Okay. Okay, so there's some guys north from here. There's some at the lighthouse, and I think we found everyone. What's this? Loot. Oh, actually, what was that? What was this? What's this? Oh, it's a bear. Oh, and this guy's leveled up. I should probably, like, do that. Okay, what do we got? Blade damage. I love not today. Charger. Okay. Precise strike. Let me give you some of that. I just want not today because it sounds so silly. Give me some toughness. There we go. Precise strike sounds good. Okay, we should probably 14, 28, 29, 30. There we go. You're good at foraging? Okay. You're good at foraging. Let's let you do forage. We can do some diplomacy. Sure. These seem like good options. Alright. Gonna do a quick save here. We're gonna poke around a little bit. Ooh, a rope. Don't mind if I do. Who's this? Oh, right. This is just the nameless mercenary. Oh, I picked up a recipe. Recipe, potion and frenzy. This recipe requires the following ingredients. Okay. I don't think I need to hire a merc right now. I'm feeling okay with our 3-man party at the moment. I may come to regret that, but for now... Ooh, potatoes. Potatoes. There's a lot of eggs there. Give me all them oofs. Hell yeah. Descend. Perfect. I swear to God there's a fight here. Somewhere. There they are. Sudden sound makes you stop dead in your tracks. Someone or something is charging towards you through the tall grass. Who goes there? A woman dressed in the livery of Nautical Guild emerged from the fog. Panic is written on her face and she's panting heavily. They're right behind me, the woman shouts excitedly. Navel, what's going on? Cat grabs the woman by the shoulders. What are you talking about? A pack of lean, growling predators emerges from the fog. Hounds snarl and lunge at you. Okay, but now I have 3 people and they have good weapon. Oh, look at that one. He's all yappy. Okay, Roland. You're good right there, probably. Where are you gonna go? Go here. Swap with you. She's gonna fucking die, man. How much else she got? Is there a way for me to know? Oops. Parker in the middle. No, no, stop that. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, there we go. She lived. Bless you for saving my hide. I saw smoke rise from the south and was making my way here when these mongrels picked up my scent. Need to get going, but be sure to visit the camp. I might have some things to trade. Hooray! I did it! I saved. Where the fuck is the boat? I know it's around here somewhere. There she is. That seems ominous. Go on. actually, before we do that, let's come back here. What do you got? I got so much shit in my pockets. Okay. Oh, hey, I have some potions of cure disease. I should probably use those. God, how long have I had those in my inventory? Oh, dear. Cutlass. That's the same. Bodkin arrow, okay. What does that do? Does seem good. Boots? Boots for the fur? Okay, so it didn't give me a lot. How many I got? 16? Yeah, alright. Need to make sure we're keeping up on our arrows. Okay. Anything else? I think that's fine. Okay. Exit. I know it's past 1. I need to go to bed, but also I just really fucking like this game so much. Okay, first let's go look at the spooky obelisk. A grim monolith rises from the rugged landscape. Ancient and weathered, the stone must have stood here for centuries. Painted onto the crude spiral-shaped runes, and at the base of the monolith lies piles of eggshells, flowers, and fish bones. Examine. Your eyes are drawn to them in the mesmerizing spiral symbol. For a brief moment, it almost seems to shift. You avert your eyes and instead shift the small pile of offerings with your foot. It occurs to you that these can't be more than a few weeks old, or days perhaps? Laying ahead of you, like some gargantuan beach sea creature, are the smashed remains of the Zephyr. You shudder to think of the monstrosity that caused the demise of the once elegant ship. What manner of terror was that creature? Cam muses, as if reading your mind. The ship is utterly shattered, with the hull broken in half. It seems impossible that the ship would have remained afloat for long enough to settle on these cliffs in its current condition. It's almost as if something placed it here, though for what reason you can only guess. As far as you can tell, there is currently no way into the ship, although that may change as it shifts in the tides. Oh right, I'm not allowed in there yet? I have to go, I think I have to go to the lighthouse first. And then, okay, consume that. There we go. Yeah, I think I have to do the lighthouse first, and then I can come back to the Zephyr. If my memory serves, which it almost never does. An ancient lighthouse rises steeply from the bluffs ahead of you. Okay. We're gonna wrap up here, though. A sinewy armored woman with a shield slung on her back and a broadsword at her side stands by a small campfire. She is grunting and cursing under her breath as she clumsily tries to bind a wound on her arm. Dried blood and mud cakes her face and armor as she looks haggard. She freezes as she sees you emerge from the fog. A suspicious frown falls on her face. Let me help you. No need, she growls as she finishes the tourniquet using her good arm and teeth. Bless you for offering, but I can manage. I'd kill for some water, though. Okay. Thank you. Name's, Carlia. Used to call myself captain of our little mercenary company. Some rich trader from Alders paid us well to come here and look for the Fury. Things went to shit pretty quick. I've been losing my crew one by one. Niels and Peter got their coins yesterday. Torn to pieces by those fucking hounds. It's just me now. What's the Fury? What? Never heard of the Santa Fury? She was an Umbarian treasure ship, they say. Disappeared around 40 cycles ago, and it said she was laden heavy with when she went. People have been looking for her ever since. Me? I never put any stock in the legend. Sailor's tale. But then this rich fop from Elders comes up and offers to pay me and my company to go and look for it. Okay. Well. It's easy money, we thought. Interest not huge, and according to the trader, rumor had she lay on the dry land near the lighthouse. And there's only one lighthouse on IDRA, see? So, sounded easy enough. No reason to expect any bloodshed either. IDRA used to be nice and peaceful. Our steel was mostly in case we did find it and need to guard any treasure. Needless to say, that's not how it went. Not a scrap. We've searched every inch of this island, and let me tell you, the Santa Fury's not here. The bloody can't be. A fucking ship on dry land? And near the lighthouse, nonetheless? It doesn't exist. Mind if I give it a go? I'd hate to see you spill your guts on this blood island looking for some ghost ship. Then again, you might have better luck than me and mine. Carla stops briefly, and her eyes water up. Let's be careful. Idra's not peaceful anymore, and I suspect there are things out in the mist far worse than the hounds. Go on. Honestly, I don't know where to start. There are these lights in the sky, flashes and orbs. Some over Horn and others over the island's interior. Minor quakes even. And then things went real bad. People lost their minds and animals started changing. What terrifies me is I can't tell you how long that was ago. Days? Weeks? I just need to get away from here, off this fucking rock. Well, what do you do now? I'll try and make my way east around the bay. Maybe there are larger groups of survivors there, and perhaps even some with a way of getting away from here. Good luck, and if you ever find that bloody treasure, buy me a drink next time we run into each other. Okay. Kalia packs up her gear and begins to carefully make her way through the mist until she's gone. Okay. Ooh, a shovel. What do I do with that? Used for digging. I don't know what I expected that to say. Oh wait, I have boots. Boots with the fur. This just gives soak. Okay, hold on. You got 0 to 5 soak. 0 to 7. 0 to 4. Okay, so he should wear the boots. Okay, let's just find the lighthouse. Bridge is broken. Perhaps you can jump. Fuck. God damn it. Ooh. Blindness, deafness, and silence. Removes conditions, fearful and panicked. Ah! My God, we're just fucking plowing through this. There we go. Where the fuck is this lighthouse? There we go. Let's take all the things. Do we need another shovel? Take all that. No problem. Hanging on the wall, you see a dramatic but not particularly artful painting of a ship with torn sails caught in a terrible storm. Your mind wanders to the Zephyr and its grisly fate. Closer. Leaning in, you notice that there's a name painted on the side of the ship, the Santa Fury. Could this be it? Is this what the rumor that the Santa Fury could be found near the lighthouse in IDRA meant? Examine even closer. Examining the painting more carefully reveals nothing, not until you turn it over. Written in faint lettering in the lower left corner of the painting's backside, you can clearly make out a poem of sorts. From the center of the shit. Hold on. Hang on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah. From the center of the three. Santa Fury made her flight. Setting out to hide her booty, all within the lighthouse's sight. Okay. 2 leagues south. Began her trip. Five east, the captain. 4 more north. Our valiant ship. Our plunder we shall hide. Okay. Land ahoy went up. Oh my god. God damn it. And ahoy up the roar. Up the roar. We'll lay our treasure there. Into the rising sun, so east. Three more. then dig and have no fear. Okay, so I mean, that all makes sense in terms of like coordinates. So from wherever we start, 2 south, 5 east, 4 north, and then 3 east. But I don't know what the starting point is. You hastily take down the poem in your journal. God damn it, I wrote it down! From the center of the 3. Fuck does that mean? Is this the 3 right here? No, probably not. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Craft up some food. I'm gonna attempt to do some fletching. 1, 2, 3. And begin rest. Okay, and this is where we're gonna save. Okay, so like this, I'm gonna rename this to gonna overwrite this. Yep. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for me tonight. Oh goodness. Whew. I feel like after a bit of a rough start, we started making some decent progress there. Basically, once I got equipment, it was okay. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight. Let's see who is online. Where can we go? Let's go see Super Hobbit. He's playing Ghostmaster Resurrection. I don't know what the hell that is. We're gonna go say hi to Super Hobbit. Ooh, my voice is all like raspy now. Done a lot of talking today. It's been a while since I've had to read so much. But that's gonna do it for me tonight. I will be back on Monday with more of SKALD. And yeah, more SKALD on Monday and probably Tuesday. And then I think I got a game a little while ago, and I think it comes out yeah, Void Diver. When does this actually come out? When's the release date? I gotta double check. I got something that like comes out on the 25th, So I'll probably play that Wednesday, and then Friday we're going to be doing Unrailed with some friends, hopefully. But yeah, that's going to do it for me tonight. So, as always, thank you, of course, for watching. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, be kind, try your best out there. Stay fresh, cheese bags. Good night.